am I sitting here with all these plants around me holding these potatoes that are growing? Well, I'm about to tell you. My name is Melissa and welcome to my channel, Melissa's Muse. I wanted to drop in here to give you an update. It's been a minute since I made a video. I was sick with something and it was hanging around for about a week and a half, so I did not make any videos. I wasn't doing anything. I was just being sick because I'm a big baby. But I have an update to tell everybody about our real estate odyssey. We made an offer on some property out in the country, and surprise, surprise, the offer was actually accepted. Yay! So that was about 3 weeks ago. We hadn't told very many people because we weren't really sure what the way our luck has been going in this search for a house, and with what happened to us, my cat, what happened to us in Florida, we just didn't want to, announce it and then have something dumb happen like did last time. So we were just keeping it close to the vest, I think is the saying. So we really didn't tell that many people, but we are within about, well, a little over 72 hours from closing. Yes, that's right. About 3 days from closing. 3 more days and we are going to have a house. We're going to be homeowners again. It has been a super long 4 months living in the camper at our daughter and son-in-law's house. I know now that I will not ever be getting a tiny house. That is not me. I'm not going to jump on the tiny house bandwagon craze, because that ain't me. But it's finally over. Next week, Tuesday next week, we are signing the closing papers and picking up our keys. And I want to tell you about the property. When we first started this journey, I was dead set on getting at least 20 acres. 30 would be better. I was really hoping for that. And then the crazy whatever this is that's happening with the real estate market happened, and stuff that would have been affordable 6 months before all of a sudden was not affordable for you and I. It's affordable for super rich people, but not for the average person. And here in our particular area, and it's probably happening everywhere where there's any kind of open space, land developers are snapping up all of this available land around and building either apartment buildings or tract homes. Getting 20 or 30 acres anywhere near our grandchildren and our daughter and son-in-law was not going to be possible. So as the months progressed and as our offers, we've probably made 20 offers, and as our offers kept getting beat out by people putting more than the asking price in, my expectations kept getting lower and lower and lower and lower. Okay, anyway, that's done. What we did find was a pretty nice piece of property. I know I discussed in other videos that everything that we were looking at were either cliffs, like actual cliffs, like fall down and kill yourself cliffs, or has giant sinkholes, caves, nothing that could be built on. That was the only thing that was left. Okay, well, we found the property, and it has some level. It's level in some places, but there's no cliffs, there's no sinkholes, there's no caves, there's nothing dangerous about it. and it's 3 acres. A lot less than I was hoping for. However, I think 3 acres is going to be enough, especially for learning to homestead. 20 or 30 acres would have been nice, but that's a lot to learn on the fly. And I am learning. I am a newbie. I have gardened these little guys. This is my 3rd year of gardening, so I'm still a newbie. I'm still new to this. I'm still figuring out what's going on. I've never owned livestock before. I did have chickens many years ago, a couple of chickens, and it didn't end well for the chickens because we had a high predator load in northwest Florida where we were living. So I'm really new to all this, and I think the 3 acres is going to work out good because I will learn how to use every bit of that space for growing. I am going to be getting livestock, but I'll be growing food, and I'll learn how to be self-sufficient on a smaller parcel of land. Will it be our forever home? No, because eventually I do want to get that 20 or 30 acres eventually, 5 or so years down the road. I will be, we'll be looking for more acreage. But right now this is perfect, and it did come with a house. We were looking at raw land, but this came with a house. It is a mobile home, and originally I didn't want a mobile home because I know that the resale value isn't as high, and there's problems with financing sometimes, so I didn't want that. But 4 months in a camper in someone's driveway will make things a lot clearer to you. It brings in reality. It's an older mobile home. I think it's in the early 2000s it was built, but it's really good size, almost 2,000 square feet, and it's just the 2 of us. And I'll have my own dedicated office again, thank goodness. And there's plenty of room for my giant dining room table that I love so much, and we'll be able to. The kitchen space is pretty big. It will need. I mean, it's livable now, but it will eventually. We'll need to renovate the kitchen, but the space is there so that I can have a really nice chef's kitchen, and I'll be able to do my canning and food preparation. There's also a mud room that I'm going to set up, a lot of shelves to have a big giant pantry. Yay! So I'm really excited about that. The house, I haven't really, I mean, we walked through it kind of quickly, but I wasn't really paying attention to the house as usual. It's the land that I was more excited about. It's 3 acres in total, and there's about an acre in the front, and right now it's just a giant front yard. It's all grass. It's got a couple of trees, but they're on the perimeter, so that most of it is full sun. Thank goodness, because in my old backyard I was always fighting. I love trees. I loved my beautiful trees in the backyard, and I would never have cut them down, but I was always fighting with the shade and having enough space to grow in the area that had the most sun. So this time I've got plenty of area to have a giant garden. I mean, an acre growing is a lot of space, and so I will have to learn how to utilize all that space. And I did get some canning stuff last year, but I never used it, so I'm going to have to learn how to do all that from scratch. Like, I don't know anything about canning, so I'm going to have to learn how to do all that. I'm really excited about that. The back of the property has the other 2 acres, and it is all wooded. So we will, I really do not like cutting down trees. I mean, that is, I don't know, to me that just goes against, I don't know, it feels bad to cut down trees. I don't know if it's because I'm from California and we don't have a lot of trees there. I mean, there's a lot of trees here in Indiana, and we just didn't have a lot of trees in California, so they're pretty, they're priceless. Trees are priceless. So I just I have a hard time with that, cutting down trees, but it is heavily wooded. So we will need to cut down some trees because that 2 acres back there, not in the super near future, but I am planning on getting a herd of Nigerian dwarf goats, a dairy herd. I would like to learn. I have a lot to learn. I have been learning a lot. I've been using this time, probably past, I don't know, year or so. I've been learning about livestock, especially the last 6 months. So I am learning, but I have a lot. I have a lot to learn, and I guess a lot of the things you just have to know after you get the goats. So it's like kind of a hands-on training. But I am planning on having a herd of Nigerian dwarf goats. In the future, I would like to get a dairy cow, and I am planning on getting a pig or two. So I don't want to I don't want to put too many animals on that. It depends on how many animals that I can put out there comfortably and have it be sustainable, because I want to plant coverage crop so that they can graze. I don't want them to have to just depend 100% on feed that I provide them, because I don't think that's sustainable, and I'm really trying to learn sustainable farming. So that's my plans. The house also came with a huge pole barn shop for my husband, which Richard is really excited about, because he's always wanted to start his own car restoration business, either cars, like classic cars, or 4x4 trucks, Jeeps, stuff like that, build them and sell them. He's wanted to do that for years, but we just didn't have the place. Well, now we have the place. We have a big giant pole barn garage. He's got to do a little bit of retrofitting, and then he'll be able to put a lift in there, a car lift, and it's huge, so he can like put a little painting booth area in there. So we're going from a 29-foot camper in our daughter and son-in-law's driveway to 3 acres and an almost 3,000 square foot house on 3 acres, and I'm pretty excited. These are the little things that we planted together in the little planting cell. It was about this big. Well, they all sprouted, and here's some bell peppers. They all came out. They all sprouted. They're doing wonderful. This thing over here, I don't know if you could see it. Let me get it. This is a blueberry bush. My husband got me a whole bunch of plants, flowers, and some vegetable plants in this berry bush for our anniversary that was last month, on the 25th of April. It was our anniversary, right? Yeah. I'm thinking there was Mother's Day went by, but it was for our anniversary, our 35th anniversary. Yes, I did get married when I was 2. But anyway, so I've got a ton of plants here. I've got plants all back along our daughter and son-in-law's house. I've got plants all around here, just waiting to be waiting for their new home, in planting beds that we need to establish. There's no infrastructure there. There's no fences or anything. There's no planting area, so everything is going to be from scratch, and I need to hurry because I probably got, I don't know, 300 potatoes that I need to plant. I also got about 100 onion starts. I have some sweet potatoes coming, and oh yes, the most exciting thing, I ordered some chicks, baby chicks, and they should be here around June 1st. They're hatching out the 30th. They're hatching out on the 30th of May, and they should be here around June 1st, and I am so excited. I am more excited than my 3-year-old grandson Luther. I am so excited to get these baby chicks. I already have all of the stuff for them, all their food, the little shavings that go at the bottom. I've got I'm not using a heat lamp because those start fires and I'm scared to death of those. I've got a heat plate. I've got their feeding dishes and their watering dishes. I've got everything except for the actual tub that we're going to put them in my husband's garage shop. I'm waiting till we actually get out there Tuesday until we buy one, because we'll have to pick it up with the truck, my husband's truck, and I didn't want to have it delivered here, so but that is my update. I am so excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am that this real estate adventure is finally over. It was a pain in the butt, and I would not recommend it. I would not recommend anybody selling their house at this time. Just make do, stay in your house, because yeah, you'll sell it fast and you'll get a really good deal, or you'll get a lot of money for it, more than it's worth. However, you will not find somewhere else to live, and don't count on renting, because unless you're rich, you won't be able to rent either, because it's absolutely unbelievably sky high rent if you can even find a place. So that's my 2 cents. But I just wanted to make this video. It was supposed to be a short video. I've probably been rambling on, but I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on. And next week we'll be in our new house. I've probably got a couple more videos that I'm gonna make here while we're still here, and then all the rest of the videos are going to be at our new homestead. I am naming it Dryad Hollow Homestead, and I am so excited. I cannot wait, I'm gonna just cry when we finally get those keys Tuesday. Yay, I can't wait. So thank you. I just want to say thank you so much for spending your time with me and taking interest in my life and my writing and our homestead adventures. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.